Hey everybody, and welcome back to my top 10 movies that I watched in November of 2024. So, what's really funny about it, and this is the Blu-ray Hunter, I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody. So I'm gonna be talking about my top 10 movies that I watched, and I ranked them. So I'm gonna be ranking them, and I've got yeah, I ended up getting doing 10, which is what I wanted, but I was like very close to like not actually completing that in the by the last of the month, but I did it. I did it. I'm very happy and very proud of myself. There was a lot of trouble with it, so I'm glad it's done. I was able to watch 10 movies. I think it's like four 4Ks that I watched and six Blu-rays. Um, which is sort of funny. I was hoping for 5 and 5, and I think that's what I'm gonna aim for the next month. So I think I'm gonna do 10 again. And it's gonna be like 5 and 5, five 4Ks and five Blu-rays. Um, there's gonna be criterions in there, like they're in here. There's gonna be arrows and kinos, whatever. A lot of which I have not seen. Like if I haven't seen the movie, I want to watch it and to talk about it here or something. But sometimes I don't do that. So sometimes there are things I have seen. There's a couple in here. There's like three or four in here that I have seen. The rest are like completely new to me, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on them. So, all right. Um, so my least favorite, my number 10, but it's not, I mean, this this is still a good movie. So, by the way, I kind of ranked everything, and I did my star rating, and most of these went from 4, 4.5, and 5 stars. So there is nothing in here that, and I'm gonna keep this right up here so I can see my ranking here. So let's start off with Girlfriends, which is my number was a 4 star movie for me. Girlfriends. It is a Criterion film. It is not bad at all. It's a pretty good movie. It's just my least favorite, which of the ones I've watched, you know. It's pretty it's a pretty good movie. It kind of reminds me of like Francis Ha. So I wonder if they had watched this movie Greta Gerwig and God, I can't even remember his name. Sorry. The guy who did the Squid and the Whale. Um, but Noah Baumbach. If Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig watched this movie and like this was like an inspiration to them, I wonder. If not, they should watch it if they haven't seen it. It's a pretty good movie. We're gonna do it on Criterion Watch. I don't know if it's gonna be the next season or the season after or the season after that. Who knows? But it's gonna eventually get on there. All right. After that, my number 9 is Blood Rage. Um, that is not cranberry sauce. This is not cranberry sauce. Remember, it's not. Um, it was so goofy and silly and fun. I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a very good Thanksgiving movie. I watched it the day before. No, yeah, it was the day before Thanksgiving. Ended up watching it. I absolutely love the movie. All right, another one that will be coming back. This whole thing will be coming back. At least starting next month and maybe the month after. I don't know, but it is Nowhere. And did Nowhere get a 4.5? Just 4. So I got a 4 star. Um, Nowhere was pretty damn good. I really, really enjoyed it. It it's just a really well done Rigoraki movie. Uh, it's just it was a little bit too weird that I couldn't completely get into it. Like it wasn't one of my favorites because it's just a little bit too weird. And way too many characters and way too much stuff going on that I just didn't. I didn't understand. I just kind of got lost in the movie a little bit. I think more and more I watch it, probably the higher rating I'll end up giving it. But right now, I give it 4 stars. It's a pretty good movie, pretty solid. It was interesting. It's kind of like it's part of the teen apocalypse trilogy, where with Nowhere, Totally Effed Up, and Doom Generation, and Totally Effed Up I'm watching next month. So that, just get ready for that. That's going to be a 4K. Wait, I don't think it's a 4K. I think that's the one that's a Blu-ray. So I think, yeah, anyway, either way, it's a Criterion. So another Blu-ray is Wedding Singer. So that's what, number 6? Wait, what is 10, 9, 8, 7? Number 7 is The Wedding Singer. I really, really love this movie, but I still gave it, what did I give it? 4 stars. It's not the greatest romantic comedy of all time, but this is a lot of fun. This is probably one of Adam Sandler's best romantic comedies, but he doesn't make a lot of them, and when he does, he makes them with Drew Barrymore. And I just really, really enjoyed this movie. And rewatching it, doing the rewatch and review, I had a blast. So there you go. Another Criterion film, and it's a Blu-ray, is The Awful Truth. This is my number 6. So I absolutely love this movie. I've had a blast with it. What did I give that? Is this getting down to the 4.5? So these are getting down to the 4.5s now. This was so much fun. Like, I was laughing so hard. There's a scene in it with Cary Grant, and I don't know why it just gave me the thumbs up. It does that on Zoom. But it had Cary Grant and one of the other guys, and they were in a room together, and then they were fighting each other while I think it was Irene Dunn was in the other room, and it was just so funny. You have to see it. I can't even describe it to make it justice. It's so good. So glad I have that movie now. I'm trying to buy all the Cary Grant uh Criterion films. In fact, I want to get all Cary Grant movies on Blu-ray. Whenever, like, but one step at a time, or whatever. So eventually I'll have them all. Um, but now my number 5, this is coming down by my top 5. This is also 4.5 stars, is Clerks, the original Clerks. And I am doing that. I'm doing that as a review later on, so get ready for it. But it is incredible still to this day. I think it still holds up as this really funny indie film that just I can't help laughing at. Like, it just blows me away. Um, just absolutely blows me away. All right. So also 4.5, and this is brand new. Like, I've never seen this movie. This is what my top 4. This is number 4 is Streets of Fire. I keep on to call it Streets of Rage. Isn't that like a video game? Um, Streets of Fire. This almost felt like a video game. It was incredible. It felt like one of those ones where you had to beat the boss at the end, and had whatever, that kind of thing. So it was fun. I was very surprised because I don't know, there was something about it, and then I didn't even realize Rick Moranis was in it until I watched it, and I was like, why is Rick Moranis in this movie? That's so strange. But he was great. He was so Everybody was so good in this movie, and Rick Moranis was straight in this movie. Like, he was the straight comedy guy. He was not the goofy kind of nerdy. Well, he's nerdy. But he didn't really do a lot of things to make you laugh. He just was good. He was just a good actor. I miss him. I know he left because I want to say his wife had a car accident or something. There was some kind of, like, his wife passed away, and so he was taking care of the kids and doing all that stuff. But they're like, they should be grown. Like, he should, if he still wants to come back, he may not want to come back to acting. If he doesn't want to, Rick, if you don't want to, don't. Don't come back. Because, as much as we would want you to come back, I think he was supposed to do like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids, but I don't even know what the status on that is doing, like a new Honey I Shrunk the Kids stuff. But anyway, Streets of Fire is so incredible. We're going to be doing it for Hollywood Boulevard podcast sometime. I watched it. We were supposed to do it last month, but unfortunately there was a family situation that happened with one of the guys, and so we just had to postpone it. We have no idea. We haven't even scheduled it yet. I think it's going to be next month, but like this month, but we'll see. All right. There's that. And now we're on to our 5-star movies. And so it was tough to decide which ones like were ranked higher, which ones did I like the best. But number 3 is Defending Your Life, which we did do for Criterion Watch with John Ward and I, and that's why I watched this. And I love this movie. This movie is incredible. This movie is 5 stars. This movie is that good. Like I've been blown away by this movie. I think it's incredible, and I enjoy it, and I love it, and I will always love it. Like I feel like this is a movie I can put on at any time and feel like if I'm sick, I'm probably gonna want to watch this movie, and it's gonna make me feel good. There's just so many good things in the movie that, you know, comedy and everything. I just love it. And Albert Brooks is amazing. Can't wait to watch Mother, which I think I'm doing that next month. I don't know. So just get ready for that. Oh, so great. All right. Then this movie I just watched today, and I gave it 5 stars because it's freaking incredible. It's another Criterion, and I absolutely loved it. But it's not my number one. And why is this broken? It just literally just got, oh, that's why. So that wasn't broken. Um, The Long Good Friday. If you haven't seen this movie, this movie is so good. I'm gonna need to watch it more than once for sure. Not this year, but maybe next year and whatever. And I know I'm doing this for Criterion Watch at some point. I know Paul said he might have had this on his list, so well, him and I will figure it out because he's got a huge list. I don't have as big of a list as he does, you know. So there you go. The Long Good Friday, and I kind of want to. It's on 4K, and it looks. I mean, my only problem with this movie was I saw it on 4K, and it was okay on 4K. Like it's not. It 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 didn't feel like it was 4K. It felt like it was Blu-ray. So I don't know. I wasn't impressed by the transfer necessarily. Um, my TV already enhances everything that's Blu-ray into 4K, close enough to 4K, and so it just kind of looked like that. Like it looked like an upgrade. And I mean, it was the 4K that I put in, but there are a lot of special features, audio commentaries and other stuff, and that's on there. And there's like a documentary about the early years of handmade films, and you know, documentary about the making of the film and things like that. So there's the 4K, and then on the other side are two Blu-rays. So you get a bang for your buck, you know. Oh, I keep doing that. All right. So there you go. Long Good Friday. And last, but certainly not least, wow, this movie, Prime Cut. Oh, I definitely like I kind of told Paul, I'm sorry, I'm taking it. He was like, oh, I was gonna put it on my list. No, mm, I don't know when he was ever planning to do it, so I don't think he was. But this movie is incredible. Prime Cut. If you haven't seen Prime Cut, there's some really freaking great scenes in this movie, and um, Lee Marvin is one of the best actors like out there, like ever. He he you he would have been great in the silent film era. I don't know if he really was part of that, but he would have been great because he doesn't even have to say anything. And I just feel what's going on with him, you know? And not many actors can do that, like where they just don't use their voice and yet they say so much, and he is just a powerful actor, like powerhouse. Like I just loved him. Sissy Spacek was great. Oh, Gene Hackman played a character named Marianne, which was so weird. But cool. Like I don't know. And the guy from Plan 9 from Outer Space, the main guy from Plan 9 Outer Space, is one of the bad guys too. It is just such a great movie. It is exactly what I wanted. Like I just absolutely love this movie, and I'm so glad that I bought it from Kino. In fact, I bought it without really knowing anything about it. I just saw that cast and I was like, okay, that cast alone has sold me. And then bam, I watched it and I was like, hmm. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't ever, 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 ever go back after this. Like, this was so good. And I highly recommend this movie. If you guys haven't seen Prime Cut, please watch it. I don't know if it's streaming somewhere or not, like HBO or something, but it is so freaking good. It will like, I don't know. There's not much more I can say. I know we're gonna be doing this for Film Freaks at some point, and maybe this year because I loved it that much that I want to talk about it. I wanted to do a Blu-ray Hunter reviews for it, but I'm like I'm gonna wait to do the Film Freaks of it. So get ready. And that's it. That's my top 10 movies that I watched this month, and they were all great movies. I mean, none of them were like under 4 stars, and that to me is great. You know. Um, I love that. So thank you guys for so much for checking this out. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I watched and kind of hearing my thoughts on them. Uh, if you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, I mean, there is the dislike button, but please don't use that. Please, just just don't do anything. Um, but thank you guys for checking this out and hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.